Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Smile Design Studios. Smile Design Studios, family and cosmetic dentistry, offers numerous treatments meant to maintain, heal, and customize your smile. Call us today at 281-969-7388 or visit our website at www.sdshouston.com.
Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to another episode of That Boom Bap. I'm your host, Gary Lee, also known as G Hawkins. Now, look, shit, I wasn't here last week, and I heard it went down. But if y'all want the inside scoop on that shit, hit me up across all social media platforms at G Hawkins. That's G Hawkins with a Z. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snappity, chatting my ass off. And of course, I'm back in the building.
Appreciate
with the
you.
Bedrock man himself, none other than Kareem. What up, my G?
Man, I'm so happy to have you back, bro.
No shit.
Yeah.
You ready? But you got this, though. You don't even need me. That's the funny part, bro. You don't need me. I ain't even got to be here.
You know what? It's not even a need. It's a want.
I appreciate you. God,
you know what I mean?
Damn it, you brought it to.
I
I appreciate that, my G.
Up, man. Like,
no, real shit,
Your
though.
spot is solidified forever.
I appreciate that shit, man. I try to do a little something, but it's all about the fun, right? And for those that are tuned in,
we had fun last week.
You didn't. That's what it's about, right? So for those that are tuned in right now via Facebook, what's up? Remember, we go live for the first 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes a nigga be 30. It just depends. But 15 to 20 plus minutes on Facebook Live, where you can drop questions, comments, we can shoot the shit, whatever's popping off. But at the same time, make sure you share that thing when you hop on via Facebook. For those that are sitting in traffic right now, remember, you got to subscribe. For those that are sitting at your house watching shit on Apple TV, we got you on other platforms as well, so you can be mobile with that thing. So, Reem, we've got a young man sitting to my left, sitting to your right, who's in the building. You want to do the just do for this young cat?
You know, the homie is so hot right now that I'm going to actually hold that for a moment.
No shit.
Hold that for a moment.
Hold on a minute.
I got to let the people wait. I got to make sure that enough of our FB fan pops on real quick.
That's what you're going to do?
I want to make sure. So
you're going to do it right.
So in the meantime, I got to give the respect.
You want to go there? We're going to start there?
So R.I.P. Much respect to Craig Mack.
Holy shit.
Of Bad Boy.
Brand new flavor.
Strong Island, New York.
In your ear.
Salute you. Yo, he's the reason why I wanted the Tampa Bay Lightning jersey. You know what I'm saying? when nobody from L.I. was shining at the time, let's keep it real. Once we found out that Craig Mack was from Brentwood, you know, we championed that. We was like, yo, we got one. We got one. We got one. He may not be that biggie dude, but he's hot too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all I would really want to say is that, you know, the dude really motivated me to want to get into this culture some way, somehow. So, you know, definitely rest in peace or shout out to him. As much as we don't like this cat, you know, I ain't going to talk about that piece, but 21 Savage is launching a 21 Savage bank account campaign to help teach kids about financial literacy and you know, about finances. And I think that's dope. You know, you take your star power, you know, you flip it into something positive for the culture, for the kids coming up. So I thought that was pretty dope. Super duper excited about the Radio Silence tour with Talib Kweli. Also, Sky Zoo is on the tour with him. They'll be here March 21st at Warehouse. You heard it first here. If you didn't hear it anywhere else, you know I'm going.
You know what's funny? I'm literally going to my calendar and seeing what the hell is going on the 21st. That's a Wednesday. What shows do I need to cancel so we can hit this goddamn
I'll be there,
concert,
man. If I got an Instagram live for you, I'll hook you up.
No, I'll be there. I'm looking at what's on the schedule. I'll be there.
I'm there, man.
Fuck that. Matter of fact, we should do some interview. We should do some boom bap shit right outside the door. For those that are tuned in, Junius, what's up, baby?
What up, King?
My G. We should do something right outside the door just to get some participation for the show.
I ain't scared. Let's do
that shit.
I ain't scared at all.
You ready to get this shit rolling? You got some more news?
Two quick things. Rapture is coming to Netflix on March 30th. Make sure y'all check that out. T.I. is in that. Nas is in that. Dave East is in that. It's going to be really dope, man. I saw the trailer not too long ago. Also, in relation to my T-shirt, shout out to my mans in them at Bedrock. You can follow them on Instagram at Bedrock. Really dope. Matter of fact, I don't know if I can really wear this T-shirt without Melinda being around. Two shorties trying to holler at me today, and I think it was really because of the T-shirt. Last but not least on my list of news and things for everybody to check out and watch for is Roxanne Shante. If you don't know who Roxanne Shante is in the culture of hip hop, shame on yourself. You're not in the culture. And all other type of foul shit to you and your peoples for not putting you on. But Roxanne Shante has a documentary coming out on March 23rd on Netflix, basically talking about how she came up in the rap game. And I think it'll be really, really dope for everybody to watch. I can't wait to see it. So, yeah, that's all I got. So, moving on to our guests. I'm really, really proud of this young man. He's doing something that's really, really dope out here. Whoa. But here's what's really important. I'm sure that, a lot of people who listen to us, shout out to people out in Europe, Japan, South Africa, hell, Canada, California, New York, Florida. Thank y'all for everybody riding with us. But, this is no secret. There's turmoil in our house. You know what I'm saying? There's feuding within our culture in our family. And
speak on it.
When I met this brother, I met him right after we had did the live taping for our top 10. If you haven't,
Boom Bap 2017. 2 hours and 9 minutes on Epic. That ass. That's what it was.
And if you haven't, go back and listen to it. Check it out on YouTube when you get the chance. It was dope. But I met him that night, man. And, for a while I've been struggling with, I guess accepting the new wave of artists that's coming up. That, that sing, that rap, that sing.
The struggle is fucking real, B.
And I got a chance to, go back to the studio and kick it with him. And if I recall correctly, the first thing I said to him was, yo, what are you? Like, are you a rapper? Are you a singer? And he was like, yo, I just do me. And I was like, you know what? No doubt. And, he showed me some of his videos and I listened to some of his music. Yeah. And, for me, it don't take long. If the shit is dope, the shit is dope. And I instantly became a fan. And, it made me start, like, my marketing wheels started turning. Yeah. And I wanted to figure out, like, what is it? Is this part of the culture now? Is this style, is this wave going away anytime soon? Is this just going to be a fad? Mm-hmm. So I started listening to other artists that's kind of in that lane. I'm not going to name any names because it's about this young man tonight, not anybody else. But I feel like, you know what, man? Time's up. It's time to really start bridging that gap, and there's no better way for us to start bridging that gap than doing it right here on That Boom Bap, doing it with your boy G Hawkins and your boy Kareem. So I want to introduce to y'all the one and only Freddie ING. What up, baby?
Freddie, what's good with y'all,
man? How are you, sir?
Good, man.
Good to see you again.
Glad to be here.
On the show, my G.
Let
me talk my shit.
Yeah.
Right? So here's the thing, right? So for those that are tuned in right now, what's up, Abner? I see you, my G. Melinda, we got a damn good show today, so make sure you stay tuned. Michelle, I appreciate the share, love. I appreciate the share. So get this.
Yeah.
Show's over, right? We done did our thing, 2017 top 10. We in the room. Freddie come to me and say, but did you listen to that Jaden Smith though? I was like, fuck no, I didn't listen to Jaden Smith.
Wait, he asked me in the room over there too a little while ago.
Like,
bro.
who does this?
Hey, man.
I'm gonna listen to this shit. He said, just give it a try.
Yeah.
I said, all right. A month went by. Just so happened, somebody, shout out to Le Hot Pear. They pulled a song, I think it was one of his singles, Icon, right?
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, Icon's kind of cool, whatever. They showed the video, whatever. I'm like, cool. You know, that was one of their tracks for their podcast. And I'm like, well, let me take a deeper dive.
Right. Yeah.
Freddie put me on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me do my due diligence. First of all, I'm looking at the titles, and it's just like B-L. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this? But I hit the play button, and sonically, I fell in love.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand what was going on because the level of production that is on this man's album with the way that he's able to fall into it effortlessly. Yeah. It worked so well. The pocket that he wrote in so well on this album called Sire just took me to another level, and I got stuck for at least 2 months. My girl was like, stop playing this goddamn album. All you play. I'm like, because your shit's jamming. I don't know what else to play. So for those that are tuned in right now, make sure you understand, when we got artists that are at this table dropping gems to us, you might want to tune in to these artists, because you never know what's under that rock. You never know what's around that corner. You never know what somebody's going to bring to the table that can manifest and change your life. And that's what that album did for me. So salute to you, Freddie, for putting me on to some shit. I'm excited to dive deep into your catalog and listen to all your shit, simply because now you've already earned the respect at this table for what you've done, man. So just no shit, man.
I appreciate it.
So back to the regularly scheduled program.
Yeah. All right, so, you know, we pretty much treat all of our guests the same, give them all the same love, all the tough love. You know, first question is, when did you first fall in love with hip-hop?
I had to say I was probably like around 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? I was riding around with my pops. He's from Compton. So a lot of times we would ride around in his Impala. You feel me? That's the car that he had in the 96 Impala.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he'd be jamming Ice Cube, NWA, Pac. So that's when I really like fell in love with like hip hop. Yeah. And then from that point, like I studied the game, and then on my actual, like, it's probably like in 11th grade, around that time on my birthday, my mom surprised me with tickets to a Jay-Z concert. Nice. And it was actually like he was doing the Black Album. So at that time, that time.
That's a great surprise.
What up, Mom?
Man,
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been in rap if it wasn't for that. But it was the Black Album. He was touring, and he actually brought out Method Man, Redman, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, Snoop Dogg, Pharrell. So that just amazed me, and how he was able to control the crowd. Like, it was almost like a seance, like how they was chanting his name. So I was like, okay, that's dope. I want to be a part of that. You feel me? Like, so that's what, pretty much started it. Pac and Jay-Z was my top two.
Cool. So you go back home, you like, yo, this is it. This is what I want to do. Take us to the moment where you was like, you know what? Take me to the moment where you got your confidence, where you was like, you know what? I got this shit. I'm good.
Man, it was actually the first time I got on the radio down here in Houston on 93.7 and 97.9 for a song I did called Ready. And DJ Mr. Rogers spent it, and that's when I kind of got my confidence. I was like, okay, yeah, I can really do this. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can actually do it. Okay. And then another time was when I opened up for Rhapsody, Ninth Wonder, and Big Sean. And in front of a big,
like
a big crowd, you know what I'm saying? During
talk about it
in North Carolina, and people actually was coming up to me and was like, "Yeah, you're dope." Like, so that's when I got the confidence. I was like, "Yeah."
So I want to rewind the tape just a little bit backwards. Talk about that, and shout out to Noah Archangel. Talk about that grind.
Shout out to him, man.
Talk about that grind season, that time where you're going through before the big shows, right? Where you're like, damn, I've got to make it if I don't do anything else in life. What was that like for you mentally and emotionally?
Like, mentally and emotionally, it was hard because at the time, like, I didn't have a job, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I had access to a studio. And at that moment, like, I soaked up game and I ended up engineering myself so to where I know how to mix down my own music.
Nice.
That's dope.
I know how to produce now, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So I took that and soaked all the game up, you know what I'm saying? And really just went hard, you know what I'm saying? I ended up getting a job at Kroger, you know what I'm saying? Like a little small little job.
Pay the bills.
Right. But that was what actually helped me get to the studio. All my studio, like all my time and all my money was spent. You feel me? From that job was going to the studio.
I feel that, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and that's the shit we got to do sometimes.
Right,
We have to put in that work
Right.
in order to make sure we get those dreams out. Speaking of dreams getting out,
All right.
this particular portion of the show is sponsored by Dreamer over at Smile Design Studios. So, Smile Design Studios Family and Cosmetic Dentistry offers numerous treatments meant to maintain, heal, and customize your smile. If you're not sure what you need, don't worry. Dr. Ellis and her team are happy to meet with you to go over your patient history and goals and offer you professional recommendations. Let Smile Design Studios make you smile. Call them today at 281-969-7388 or check out their website at sdshouston.com to schedule your appointment today. All new patients receive a free gift and $50 off your first dental treatment. Smile Design Studios looks forward to providing excellent care for you and your family. So, I have to get that ad out the way.
You got to pay the bills, baby.
Bills must be paid because obviously you were paying the bills at Kroger. You know what I'm saying? With that Kroger money. And sometimes you got to grind to get where you want to be, man. That's just what it is. You sow where you want to grow. So, obviously, you're doing these big shows. What did you learn during that time frame where you're opening for some of these legendary artists?
Actually, to be like more outspoken. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get in front of these people, like you don't want to necessarily pester them, but you gotta like actually like really like speak up.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be like tucked in the back, like just watching and like no, you gotta speak up and let them know like you did music. Cause actually when I opened up for Ninth Wonder, I met Ninth Wonder originally at South by Southwest like a few years ago. One of my homeboys I grew up with, Scheme. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's on the Chris Brown Wishing record.
Scheme sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's from Inglewood as well. Okay. But he was signed the game, and now he's signed to DJ Drama. But really, I went to the Vibe magazine, Respect the West, at South by Southwest. I ended up bumping in Ninth Wonder, Nipsey Hussle, Kendrick. I got to chill backstage with like Schoolboy Q and J Rock and all them while Kendrick is on stage. Like,
that's an artist's dream, right?
Yeah, it was dope.
Word.
But like when I met Ninth, that one time I met him, like I told him like, cause to be honest, like that was the first person like producer beats I actually rapped over. You know what I'm saying? It was Ninth on LimeWire. I used to get. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all remember what not LimeWire was.
Oh, yeah. You know, computers are the murder.
That shit.
Yeah, right. So I used to get.
You got MP3 streaming on LimeWire right now. Motherfuckers is uploading.
I used to get his unreleased beats.
Yeah.
And I used to try and rap over him, so I let him know that. But then fast forward, when I went out to North Carolina, he was like, "You look familiar."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "I met you at South by Southwest." He was like, "Oh yeah, I do remember you." So you know,
that's what's up.
That's dope.
That's damn.
On his part,
I'm
sure he meets a gazillion people.
Fuck
yeah, it was just pretty dope, and I was just honored that he actually remembered me. I told him that he was better than Dylan. He told me I was crazy. But that's what I grew up on. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we gonna turn this up, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about your sound. Cause that's why we here. We want to bridge this gap. We want to know from your standpoint, why should we respect it?
Well, I believe like what differs between me and other artists is I actually have a message. Like I could like actually have like the sound of now, and I don't want to just classify it as that, but almost the sound of the future because like I have a message within my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just talking about money, cars, clothes, or whatever. I'm talking about actually struggles I'm going through, like losing my best friend, you know what I'm saying, and moving out here, you know what I'm saying. I'm actually have a message in my music.
Okay.
So
Nice.
that's what defines me from others, and I feel like the sound and the quality of it is what sets me apart.
So I think the beef that we have between this generation is sometimes we like to put shit in a box. I'm just gonna keep it.
I know.
real.
I like, to be honest, I debate with my dad about this shit all the time.
Okay.
To be honest, because he's like, "Oh, y'all not out here rapping like how my
Yeah.
generation." I was like, "Yeah, that's cool. Like we're not." But like Pharrell said it best. Right now, it's about what feels good. Like like people want to feel more than they want to think.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to necessarily, like, on your way to the club, you don't want to necessarily be thinking about, deep concepts and deep topics as far as, like, being woke and all that. You want to feel good. You want to, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what sets us apart, and the disconnection is from that.
So basically what you telling me is I need to rock to your music after I get out the shower or where I'm planning out when I'm going to rock to this event that I'm going, and then throw it in the car on the way to the event so I can keep the flow going.
I mean, of course, but I feel like I have a range of different type of music, so where I could fit in any pocket, whether it's being lyrical, whether it's being melodic, whether it's being, into the trap now, you feel me? But it's always going to have a message at the end of the day for me.
Right.
Well, let's hop into today's track of the week.
Yeah.
So, I'll let you introduce this shit.
Oh, man.
You the
Your
artist.
joint.
It's your
Yeah,
shit.
man, this is Last Time by me and Michael Manchester. It was produced by me, Michael Manchester, produced by Shad and Picasso Beats. And this is off my ING record. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud. It's pretty much out everywhere via every platform. And it's called In the Name of God is the actual album.
That's what's up.
All right, bet. And this is Last Time.
Yeah, man, it's pretty much, as far as Last Time goes, it's me just, like, getting messed up, you know what I'm saying, getting drunk and a whole bunch before. I'm like, man, I'm not going to do this again. Like, I'm not going to do it. But then the next day, I'm doing it again.
Same
it's a whole,
shit.
whole nother party to go to, This is more, centered around my college years.
All right, let's let this rock out for a minute.
Yeah.
Vocals.
Man, appreciate it, man.
Facebook Live, how y'all feeling that?
Hey. Oh, yeah. Apple, Spotify, Tidal. It's all on there. In the Name of God, ING by Freddie ING.
Yo, so this is I seen the video.
Yeah, let's deconstruct this.
Yeah,
man.
oh man, I'm
Yeah,
getting ready to
'cause
smash
this
this
shit-
shit. Listen.
I've got questions. the first thing I want to
Yeah.
so tell me who's the producer on this?
It's actually a range of producers. It's me, Michael Manchester, produced by Shad and Picasso Beats.
This is fucking lovely.
This is
I
dope.
This is
appreciate
a
it, man.
this is a
Yeah.
sonically, and that's big to me. I've used the word like 3 times today. Straight up Pee Wee's Playhouse in this,
Right.
mug,
Yeah.
right? So sonically,
Yeah.
like I'm feeling this shit. Like I feel I'm stuck in this melodic flow that you're bringing to the table with
Appreciate
this,
it.
and it feels like a work of art. So
Man, I
for you
appreciate
to
it.
say that there's multiple people that put their hands in this, a lot of times when that happens,
Right.
things get manipulated in a way that don't come out well.
Right.
This was constructed very well.
Right.
Like this is easy to ride to.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
my formula for like that whole album was like Kanye-esque in a sense, because I would start off the beat and then have people add certain things that I know that they're good at.
Gotcha.
Whether it be 808 keys, guitar, or whatever the case may be, I would actually start off the beat and have other people finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling this.
I hate to keep harping on the video, but I'm telling you, the video is fucking dope.
The video's
Yeah,
fire.
so-
All right, so the funny thing is, right, I'm in the studio with him, and we're having this conversation, and I'm like, I'm trying to put him in the box. I'm like, which side are you on? Are you the rapper? Are you the singer? And then he was just like, yo, just listen to this. And, they throw the video on. And after the video was over, I was like, Yo, son. So listen, you know, I do this podcast, right? Yeah, I know that you was just there. But you know, again, like what it did for me was it just gave me this feeling of, you know, this style, this wave is not going to be temporary. You know, I've been around the block long enough, or I've been on the block long enough to, you know, I remember Fooshnickens, right? Fooshnickens was hot for like 5 seconds, and then it was no longer. Vanished. You know what I'm saying? Or what was them snapping ass niggas?
D4L.
Yeah, D4L. Like they had dudes in the club dancing by themselves for a minute, and then it went away. So you know, I was waiting for this to kind of die down, but I was like, wait, with you know Freddie coming through and doing what he's doing and doing how he's doing it, like this isn't going away anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what I guess where I'm going with this whole situation is. Do you have a classification? You know what I'm saying? Like, could you put a flag on it and say, well, I'm a rapper or I'm a hip hop artist, or at this point, is it just I'm an artist? Here's my art.
I'm an artist, but I would consider it human music. I make music about things that everyday people go through. You know, I'm not gonna rap about things that I don't have or things that I'm not going through.
That's real.
So. That's the best way I could describe that. Like,
okay.
As far as me, like, I wouldn't even like box myself in because I could sit up here and do R&B, or I could switch it up and I could do something real hip hop. Like, in which case in point, like I showed you, because you was like, when I showed you the last time and I let you hear that, you was like, okay, yeah, you kind of fit in that OVO realm.
Yeah,
but then when I backdoored and I showed you the Me Against the World joint, which was me rapping with the Pac sample in the background, and I'm in front of the Forum in Inglewood.
Right.
He was like, well, if you could do that, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? So like I told you before, it's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the industry.
Do we get that on the album? Do we?
Yeah.
Get
definitely.
Some bars on the album?
Definitely. You get some bars on the album, as well as like the melodic flow. And to be honest, like this album that I presented right here was more like a gospel inspired album. I wouldn't say it's a whole gospel album, because it's not that.
Yeah.
But it's a gospel inspired album as far as like the concept. I got really like moved by Kanye's St. Pablo.
Okay.
I went and saw him perform. You know what I'm saying?
On
like
that floating ass.
On the floating stage, which is dope. Hey man,
he's not a fan of the floating stage.
I wasn't. Not in comparison to what he did for Yeezus. That shit was fucking phenomenal.
Right, but it gives you a sense, like the floating stage gives you a sense of like you really took the time to really think about this and actually like have your fans engaging, because not only was it a floating stage, but you had Travis run out there in the middle of the crowd of all them people who bought the expensive tickets, which was underneath, and they were standing up the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but they had an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of friends I had that was there within that crowd was like, man, I had a great ass time. Like I was able to see Travis Scott right here, and you know, such and such Kid Cudi and whatnot. You know, so
I feel some type of way. But we got somebody popped in and asked somebody asked again where they can find Baron asked where you can find your music. I want to make sure you just drop it one more time.
It's called In the Name of God by Freddie ING, all one word, on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, Amazon, all via platforms.
There it is. Now, Facebook Livers, we love y'all. We support y'all because y'all support us. But guess what? We got to cut the Facebook Live feed. We got the rest of the show to do, but we can only give you a little bit. Guess what? You got to go subscribe, folks. I'm talking to all y'all. Jesse, I see you tuned in. Baron, I see y'all. Brian, I see you. But definitely hit the website up at thesphere.tv/Boom Bap, and we've got options. You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, Stitcher, Spreaker, YouTube. Shit, we're in your kitchen with Amazon Alexa. We're everywhere. We'll be in Spotify in a second. We got that shit popping off earlier today, so that should be up. But hey, while you're there, share this shit out. Share with your family, your friends, your colleagues. Share with your lovers, your haters, your side pieces. Share with anybody.
Go to the dog park. People who are at the dog park are not listening to us. We need the people at the dog park.
We need people anywhere, everywhere. Mars, Pluto. Holla at everybody. Let them know that you got the real hip hop shit right here on That Boom Bap. And at the same time, give us that constructive criticism. We want to know how we're doing.
Just watch what you say.
You know, we're sensitive about our shit, but definitely give us that constructive criticism so we can build better shows for you all. And last but not least, if you truly love what we're doing, each and every week we're dropping this real ass content. sow a fucking seed, B. Go to thesphere.tv/donate. We've got a couple of options. You can donate right on the website one time, or you can hit the Patreon button and become a subscription-based donator, and we're going to give you exclusive content just for you all on Patreon. So if you're loving what we're doing, support us and subscribe right over at The Sphere. Let's keep this shit rolling, my G. Talk to us a little bit about you've said that you've got your inspiration of the album from Pablo and St. Pablo Tour and things like that. Right. On the back end of that album, how was that process for you building it, setting up the recording time, getting the producers together, being an artist that hadn't gotten the mainstream exposure yet, because we see you on that route.
Right. Yeah.
How has it been in those trenches trying to put this album together as a complete body of work?
Good question, my G.
Oh,
Appreciate
you. Dope. It was actually a dope experience. Like, it was mainly like I said, I would start off like the production, and then go from there. I went back home to LA, and I actually recorded most of it there. Mm-hmm. So I was really in the studio with most of like my homies who actually produce as well as does music. So we was all like, just vibing, and I start off something. My homeboy would come through, add some keys. My other homeboy come through, add a guitar, maybe a 808 here and there, some drums, hi-hats and whatnot. So it was amazing, like, process. Like, and I actually liked that process for me.
No shit. And did the writing coincide with that, or was the writing a totally separate process?
Oh, the writing was like a totally separate process. Like, once I my whole formula is to get the hook done. Like, mostly like my hooks come like that. I sit down and I take my time on my verses, because I actually, like I said, I have a message. I don't want to just be rapping about anything. So I actually take the time out to actually think about my verses. But when it comes to the hooks, it was more of a type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, what comes first to mind, and usually what comes first to mind with my hooks is A1. I take the most time on my verses.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. One of the things that I was interested in knowing, because we was having a conversation about this a while ago, we was talking about musical influences. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing that irks my nerves is when people be like, yeah, I was influenced by, this person, and then you get this garbage bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, there's no way you could have been influenced by these people, because your shit is totally whack.
Right.
Who was some of your musical influences in the game?
Early on, Pac and Jay, like, definitely, like, and that's what kind of like made me like switch up my style a little bit, because everybody was like, you sound just like Jay. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the regular hip hop. And when the melodic came, the melodic flow actually came into play, was with, I started listening to Kid Cudi. I started listening to Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? Always T-Pain, because T-Pain was my go-to whenever I'm going out with my boys and we about to go party. You know what I'm saying? So T-Pain, Wayne, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the Hot Boy era. You know what I'm saying? So I have a mix of like the 90s and mid 2000s, you feel me, to late 2000s. So that's why I'm able to sit up here and identify with the older culture as well as the younger culture.
True indeed.
Because I was there for, like I said, my pops was, I was riding around listening to NWA, Ice Cube, Pac at an early age, you know what I'm saying, with him. You know what I'm saying? So it actually like just coincided with everything else.
So you know what, I got to pause you.
Gotcha.
Because we've been riding out without paying these bills. Thank you, Terry. I know that was a Terry thing. Terry was keeping me in line last week.
Sorry.
So this portion of the show is sponsored by us here at The Sphere. Are you starting your own business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher, and a bunch more. So just go look for it. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send us an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. G.
Yo, so
I'm impressed, B.
As the same. I would probably say one of the biggest things for me when it comes to the impression of an artist is the fact that an artist cannot just live in the moment of today.
Yeah.
And be inundated with all the shit that you hear on radio and all these things, but say, no, I'm from this particular era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from this place where I remember when Wayne was all bars,
right?
You know,
right.
And not too much lean, but he was just like barred up.
This is before the rock album.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it feels good to be in the environment, I would probably say, of an artist that is willing to put that same level of determination, that same level of excellence when it comes to production, and at the same time be willing to share that shit. Right? How often do you hear about somebody saying, I created this part and I got with the people who were best at what they do.
Right.
To sow in those seeds on my project. Why?
Right.
Now that's business. We're past artistry at this point. That's a business move. Cause shit, this guy knows the 808s.
Right.
This guy knows the keys. This guy knows the synth. So let me get with them. Oh, we rocking Ableton. This is what we using today. Everybody, we in on this. Oh, we on Pro Tools. This is what we're doing. Everybody puts in their best foot forward to ensure that this project comes to fruition. Mm-hmm. I fucks with that heavy.
You know, the thing that got me was him saying, you know, what makes me different from everyone else is I got a message. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have something to say. I'm talking about something real. And, you know, that's what we need. And at the end of the day, I don't think that we would have such a struggle, you know, between the different generations if we saw more of a message, more of a direction, and more of the music within this, you know, the sounds that they putting out.
I agree with that. And what I would really want to say is that direction, that music, that sound that we want has to be led by artists like our main man, Freddie ING right here. Because it's someone like you, Freddie, that can really bring other artists to the table. Because we can keep it a buck. Right. A lot of time, artists are influenced by their peers, right? And at the end 100%. Of the day, iron sharpens iron. Right. So if you say, you know what, I'm not just going to fuck with mumble rap and just putting some shit out and not care about it, but I'm going to really do my due diligence in the shit that I'm going to put on wax, other artists will follow. And then the whole trend changes. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%. To me, Sire is a trend-changing album. Definitely. To say, wait a minute, we ain't got to mumble. We can talk and be more conscious about what I'm saying, but it still feels the same need of I want to turn up.
Yeah, it's really just like the base of the sound. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like Pharrell said it best. It's all about the feeling. Mm-hmm. If it feels good, I can care less what you're saying, but as long as it feels good, you know what I'm saying, like. Then people will gravitate towards it. So.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. And I struggle with that sometimes. Let me keep it a buck, right? Because I'm more of the lyrical shit. You know, I grew up in a production era. I grew up in a time frame where I was stuck in, you know, from a kid, classical and country and fucking jazz and then R&B. Like, that's what I grew up in. So for me, it was all about the music at first. And then I got into hip hop late, whereas Reem was on, you're on the opposite end. You was in the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So it's so interesting that you sitting here, you speak both of our languages. Right. Yep. Yeah. That's dope as fuck, man.
Word up. Yeah. We got another bill to pay. Where we at? I heard, you know, Terry's keeping me in line again. What, 3 seconds or 30 seconds?
Bill or not, we gonna keep this fucking party rolling. We'll postpone a bill for a few more minutes, man. I want to actually get another track in, if you don't mind. If you good, I just rolled over on SoundCloud, and I would love to play something else that we can kind of dissect and break down.
Okay. Let me see.
Anything you think?
Actually, I'm gonna roll with something.
This is like picking a kid right now.
I know, right? yeah.
Which one of my babies I'm gonna let ride?
Yeah, you got some hearts on this Bango's interlude.
Yeah, actually, you can go to the intro.
Go to the intro.
The intro defines it all.
Let me find the damn
Hallelujah.
Let me find the intro. But we gonna and the reason why I want to do this because I want you to get that time. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get that shine because everybody don't get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna roll with this. What is this? Hallelujah?
Yes.
Okay, let's rock with this, man. Hold on. Let this rock out for a minute.
Yeah.
Whew. I hear them keys.
Yeah.
I feel like I just teleported. I'm somewhere else. I'm in the fucking future.
Yeah, man.
I hear the Kanye.
Yeah.
So take us back to that moment
Yeah.
when you were writing this particular track, man. What was going through your mind? What was going through your life at that time to where you wanted to put this down on pen and paper?
Because you sound thankful. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It feels like it's coming from a place of. It sounds like you're humbling yourself.
Yeah, I had to. It was coming from that position actually, because at the time, like, I was thinking about, like, as far as like musically, I know I'm talented. You know what I'm saying? I'm talented than a lot of other people. So my whole issue was like, okay, what am I doing wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I had a moment, like I was sitting in the moment, like I had a moment in the bathroom to myself, talking to God, like, okay, so what can I do to be different? What could I do to establish myself? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I had a real conversation. And at the end of it, I kind of like prayed. And at the last thing I said was in the name of God. And references back to me being from Inglewood, like the letters and the acronyms is actually what stood out to me. So it was like kind of like a light bulb that went off in my head. Like, man, like, yeah, like in the name of God, like I need to do something. Like I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong, what I can do to actually get in the position I want to be in. Because at the time, like I wasn't, and I'm still not now. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I'm hungry for the next thing.
Yeah, it's
which
a
is
constant strive.
Yeah, which is the title for like my next album, which is called The Pursuit. So
This boy here, man.
So on that note, this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults say they don't have enough in savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463, or you can email them at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Make sure you ask them how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services.
There it is.
Terry.
Get your coins right.
Done it
folks.
again, Terry.
Get your coins right, man.
Word.
Don't fuck around here and you ain't got your money right, because this ain't the time.
So here's the thing for me, man. You know, I remember listening to, I think it was like the Little Brother mixtape. It was the Chitlin Circuit, and it seemed like Fonte, when he was spitting, he sounded like he was kind of frustrated. It might not have been that album. It might have been Minstrel Show, when he was like, "Yo, dope beats, dope rhymes. You know, what more do you want?"
Yeah.
Well, I kind of had an answer for that. I want dope beats. I want dope rhymes. But I still want something that I feel like I can connect with. And again, with you know, wanting to bridge that gap tonight, what I think that you do a great job of, and we're listening to it, is balancing the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And still having something still giving the person some mental food to grow on. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, even without the minister doing the preaching in the beginning, just listening to the first like 6 bars of your verse, I immediately picked up like, yo, he's feeling grateful right now. Cause there's times where, you know, where everything may not be working out for me well, and I still gotta fall back and be like, you know what, Lord, I'm just waiting on you. I got to sit down and wait, and that's me humbling myself. And then there's times where, you know, I'm out of control. Everything is butter. You know what I'm saying? And still, I take a moment to be like, yo, thank you, because, you know, anything could have happened. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that, you know, I feel you as a person. Well, pause on the feel you as a person. But you're grown ass. I can relate to you as a person. You know what I'm saying? You're very relatable. You're very approachable. It's really easy to talk with you. But more importantly, like, you know, the time that I could tell that you put into writing your music, producing it, bringing it to life in video. Dude, I salute you. For real. So happy that you can make it, and I hit him at the, you know me, last minute ass dude that I am. Yo, can you make it? Whatever you shifted and put to the side to be here and brought your peoples with you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, man.
I appreciate you giving artists this platform because we need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So and we need it as well as fans.
Right.
Like, we need this shit. We need to hear that shit.
Right.
Before we wrap though, because obviously we've got people who don't get to see your lower third. For the audio only folks, please let them know where they can find you online, as well as talk to them about the current project and what's coming down the pipe.
Okay. You can find me at Freddie ING FREDDYING on Instagram.com, as well as on Twitter, X, lowercase x, FREDDYING, X at the end as well. And you can find In the Name of God on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, SoundCloud, all via platforms. And the next project I'm working on is called The Pursuit, so be on the lookout for that as well.
Ooh,
any time frame on that dropping, or is this just in the works right now? Be patient. What should we do?
Actually, it'll probably come out at fall. You know what I'm saying? I plan on shooting videos for the whole album, so
we love to do an.
Yo, I just want to. I don't need to be in the video. I just want to be around it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got you,
I just want to walk through somebody, and be like,
100%.
nah, he know me, son. I'm good.
Yeah. 100%.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Keep us posted on that. We'd love to feature the track from it, man, right on the show.
Right.
Appreciate it. We support. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Man, I appreciate
That's what we do. Reem, another great episode, my G.
Man, what a bounce back.
This is the shit we do.
Let me stop riding on my last.
I'm mad I wasn't able to defend the culture. You know what I'm saying today. I was ready for y'all, man.
Nah, you
you know what, I thought I was gonna. I thought I was gonna have something, but.
Nah.
When it's dope, it's dope. And when it's such in a different lane, it's such in a different lane.
It's artistry.
And the one thing that I could say is keep carving out your lane. You know, this dude hit me on Instagram one day. I had made a post about, you know, stop following these rappers to start following these artists. It's such a difference. You know what I'm saying? And the kid hit me. He was like, yo, no, I'm a rapper. I think he said, like, check out my stuff. I'm a rapper. So I did, you know, I looked at his YouTube videos and, you know, whatever. And, you know, I came back to my post. I hit him back. I was like, you know what, dog? I respect what you're doing. Just keep carving out your own lane. Right. And I think that's the biggest thing that's missing in our culture right now, because, you know, when I was coming up in the 90s and the not really early 2000s, but definitely in the 90s, everybody had their own lane. And that's what made, you know, all these posse records sound so dope, because you was collaborating with all these different artists and all these shit sound, you know, each one of these artists sounded different, so it made the whole track sound really dope. Like putting Snoop Dogg on a track with Cameron, and then having Jadakiss on there with Nas on there, like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the records that every time I play them, I still get the same feeling.
Man, why do you think Kanye is in Wyoming in the middle of nowhere and having a whole bunch of artists pull up on him?
You know what? I wish that, honestly, I wish that he would go back to Hawaii. I want him to go to Hawaii.
You want to go to Hawaii?
We're going to see what Wyoming do.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Because them new sneakers, Yeezy, you know I love you and hate you at the same time.
That
new sneakers are fucking trash, B. The new Adidas, them Calabasas shits, those shits is trash too.
Hey,
all them shits is trash.
Those are smoker shoes.
The Calabasas?
They on some other
hey, when you need to wash your car and you know you got the crackhead at you know. You know what I'm saying?
On
Need to wash your car. That's what
other
they look
shit.
like. But I can't lie, because he's a genius. He's selling them hoes for at least like 1,000. I
That's
think.
on
That,
name.
500
that
piece.
space running shoe shit.
Yeah.
That's on name
what,
strength
man?
alone.
Yeah,
man.
at least for 500
Whoever
to
got the
1,000. So he's a
disposal.
genius.
Listen,
Hey.
whoever's buying them sneakers,
Send
make
them-
sure that you visit the Houston Housewives of Finance.
Yes.
Hit them up at info at HoustonHousewivesOfFinance.com. You need to get your shit right.
For real.
You
You
get
get
your
your
mind
coins right. Reem, let the good people know where they can reach you at, my G.
Man, you can holler at your boy at Instagram or NYKAY79. SoundCloud is Kareem Tillman. Twitter is Reem Boom Bap. I'm sorry to confuse y'all, but if y'all really, riding with me, then there won't be no confusion. You'll write this shit down and get it on your cell phone and do what you do.
That's what it is. And of course, good people, you can find me anywhere online: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Pornhub, Ashley Madison at G Hawkins. That's G Hawkins with the Z. You got any questions about the shit we do at this show? You an artist, you want to get in on this show, shoot us an email, boombap@thesphere.tv, or hit us across any social media platform at the Sphere TV. Use our coveted hashtag boombap. And remember, if we don't say shit else, remember, good folks, rap minus lies equals hip hop.
And I'm looking for someone other than my wife. Other than my wife. Nah. Let's not play with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
You won't find me on Ashley
Hey,
Madison.
man, you going to be on the couch tonight talking that spiciness, man.
that boom bap.
Word.
We'll see y'all next time. Peace out, folks.